Hey, good afternoon. Amber Pruitt here with Janine Pruitt Associates, and I have a special guest today at one of my open house luncheons. I have Leanne Price with Highlands Residential Mortgage, the elite team. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
So there's a lot of buzz that I see on some of these Facebook groups. I get a lot of text messages from clients, and I see certain people comment on these very public group posts that, hey, I just locked in at a 5.99 interest rate. What do you, kind of break it down, kind of myth bust for us on that. Can we get a 5.99?
You can if you got plenty of money. I feel like there's a whole lot of conversation going on about rate. It's been going on for 2 years, right? A lot of the things that lenders, local, regional, online, they post these lower rates, and in my personal opinion, it's more clickbait than it is real rate. The reason why I'm saying that is because if you look at a general idea of rate, if you work in the industry, and if you want to fact check me, call your title companies, because I've actually been asking them as well. We're not seeing 5.99 rate. We're rarely seeing 6.25 rate.
Okay.
We're seeing about somewhere between, let's talk FHA.
Okay.
FHA, VA, USDA, those are government loans, and those rates are a lot better right now. We're seeing somewhere between about 6.5 and 7.25, right?
Yes.
Well, I have clients who go, I want to buy my rate down. Well, do you really want to buy your rate down? Because if we're at 6.75 with no cost, and they want to get 6.25 because psychologically they feel better,
yes,
it costs them $8,000 to get there. That does not make sense on a buy down. You'll never see that money again. So my suggestion, if you just want to feel good psychologically about your rate, is let's get some seller concessions. Let's make you feel real good, and in year one, go to 4.75, 5.75, and then years 3 through 30, you're at 6.75, worst case scenario if we don't refinance you out of it. The difference in a point buy down and a 2-1 buy down is you can buy down your rate legally up to 3 points.
Okay, 3 points.
That doesn't mean you're going from 6.75 to 3.37 or 3.75. That's not what that means. The points is the cost to the loan amount. It's not interest rate points.
Wow. Okay. Thank you for clarifying. Well, from our conversation, it sounds like that $8,000 to buy your rate down a few points for the cost of the loan, and it sounds like you're going to be paying an additional $8,000 on top of your 3.5%, which is just your traditional down payment with an FHA mortgage, and your closing costs, which are usually an additional 3 to 6%.
Yeah, I would say closing costs are averaging between 1 and 2%.
Oh gosh, 1 and 2%.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So when you have clients that are more conscious about bringing less money to closing, in that situation, what would you recommend?
So if they need to bring less to closing, what I would suggest is that we utilize a couple programs, down payment assistance, or we ask seller to pay closing costs, and we just stick with what the going rate is at that time.
Okay. And then a 2-1 buy down, which is you're buying the rate down for 2 years, and then year 3 you're locked back into the original rate when the contract was written.
Yeah, that's
okay.
right.
When would that be a really good tool for buyers to utilize when shopping in today's market?
When they are monthly payment conscious, because they're scared of a 6 or 7 rate today, but we have a forecasted potential of rates dropping in the next 12 to 18 months. We have a client together.
Yeah, we do.
And they're nervous about the rates and the price range they're shopping, but they feel like they could ease into a monthly payment that climbs gradually because of what they're coming out of. So we knocked their monthly payment down, I think, by $1,400 in year 1. And then year 2, we knocked it down by $800, and hopefully we'll refinance them. And then years 3 through 30, we're using the 2-1 buy down for them.
Yeah, and I think what's really great is they discovered that they really did need to make that $65,000 to $75,000 jump in their price range to get all the wonderful amenities that they were looking for without buying something that they weren't completely sold on and spending the additional monies or financing to get like the shop, the pool, some of the other off-site amenities that we have found just by increasing their budget. So that's one of the perks that I love about the 2-1 buy down, because it really does make that dream very tangible for my clients.
And they know from now forward what they're climbing to.
Yes, absolutely. And it kind of gets you eased in. I mean, one thing that agents don't talk about, we want to open the door, we want to sell you the home, we want to get you paired up with a really great, knowledgeable local lender that's going to work with me or work with whatever agent you're using to be your home buying team to get you to the finish line. But what you don't think about is rates are higher, buying power is less, but you still have a lot of inventory. Buyers still have a lot of power. There's a lot of tools to make it affordable. So what I loved about the 2-1 buy down is it gives clients, like Leanne mentioned, a time to ease into that mortgage payment. But not just that, think about this. You're moving to the country. You're gonna have some acreage. You're gonna have additional water bill. If it's not on a well, you're gonna have, increased utilities. And it's really gonna help that client get an idea of what that total monthly cost of living is like in that home.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
well, if you guys are looking for a buyer's agent, listing agent, I have 15 plus years experience helping people buy and sell in West Texas. I have a great lender with me now who's, Leanne's like me. We don't care if we've got to pull over to the side of the road at Taco Villa and open up our laptop. We're here to work for you guys because it's all about service. So if you're looking for great tools, great service, and just no BS, we're your go-to team, guys. Thank you.